Growing up, I had a long walk to Shul. Sometimes I appreciated the opportunity to enjoy the surroundings, to have conversation with my father, with my siblings, but there were also times that I appreciated it less, even resented the fact that we lived so far. In this week's Parsha, there is an amazing source for the value of a long walk to Shul. It begins with the passing of the baton of Moshe to Aaron during the inauguration of the Mishkan, the culmination of a long building process to create space for Hashem among human beings. And Moshe tells Aaron as follows, Vayomer Moshe el Aaron, Kirav el Mizbeach. Now's your moment. It's finally your time. Approach the Mizbeach and begin the avoda. Begin the work that the Mishkan is meant to do to bring us closer to our Creator. And Aaron responds, Vayikrav Aaron el Mizbeach. He draws close. And the Netziv quotes a midrash, which says that this lashon of kriva is mashma bizrizut yitera viritza. That the language of Vayikrav here, whereas it could have said Vayavo, Vayelech, here specifically the word Vayikrav is used again and again to emphasize the fact that Aaron did so with great zeal, with enthusiasm, with excitement. He was giddy about this opportunity. He was almost falling forward and catching himself as he approached the Mizbeach because he was just so overwhelmed with the opportunity that he ran with a great pace forward towards the Mizbeach. And based on this response that Aaron has to Moshe's request to begin the avoda, to begin the service of the Mishkan, there are a few halachot that are learned in Masechet Brachot about how we approach a Beit Knesset, a Makom Tefillah, which of course, as we know, fills the space or occupies the purpose that was fulfilled by the Korbanot, a Makom Tefillah in which we use our words and our tefillot to draw close to Hashem in the same way that the Korbanot offered us to do so. The two halachot that are associated with this pasuk, with this gesture of Aaron of sprinting towards the Mizbeach for his first service, for his first time using the Mizbeach, are as follows. The first is in Masechet Brachot, Amud Vav, Amar Rabbi Chelbo, Amar Rabbi Huna, Hayotz mi Beit HaKnesset al yafsia psia gasa, that when we leave the Beit Knesset, we should not take a large step. We shouldn't skip out or jump out. Amar Abaye lo aman el lamefak. This is only talking about when we're leaving the Beit Knesset, because if we're going to leave the Beit Knesset with enthusiasm and sort of run out, it shows that we lack appreciation for having been there. Aval lameal mitzvah lemaharat, that it is a mitzvah when we are coming to Shul to do so with that leap, with that jumping spirit of enthusiasm and excitement. And just as Aaron did so with the Mizbeach, so too we are meant to approach the Makom of Tefillah, the modern day Mizbeach, with great alacrity, with great zeal. The second halacha is a fascinating dispute between Rav and Rabbi Yochanan about what the pasuk means, Baruch Atah Ba'ir. What does it mean to be blessed within the city that you dwell? So Rav says that it means that your Beit Knesset that you should live close to your Beit Knesset. Beitcha samuch lebeit HaKnesset, because it's easy, it's close, that becomes the center of your life. But Rabbi Yochanan disagrees and says it's actually great to live far from your Beit Knesset. Why? Because schar psiot yesh, because there is reward to each and every footstep that you take on your way to the Beit Knesset. And so to extend that, to have more of an opportunity to be involved in that process of going to the Beit Knesset, if you live far, you expand that opportunity for the process of coming closer. There's more time that you are spending towards physically moving closer to that connection with Hashem. And so based on this halacha, we see that there are both of these halachot. We see that there is great virtue in having a fast-paced walk to Shul on Shabbos. We might say that a run is a little bit too much. It's considered exercise and might be not an appropriate activity to break a sweat on the way to Shul on Shabbat, but certainly walking with a lot of enthusiasm and zeal and passion during that long walk to Shul is a fulfillment and really a fulfillment of these two halachot that are detailed in Masechet Brachot, and it's also, I think, a continuation of the first quick step that Aaron took in our Parsha towards the Mizbeach. So hopefully this Shabbat we can appreciate our walk to Shul, and maybe we can quicken our pace just a little bit. See you in Shul.